Good morning and welcome back. As some of you may recognize behind me, all of the wood totes, we are back at Bear Paw. Not doing firewood this time. We are in preparation to start cleaning up some storm damage from left over yet from 2019. Wind thrown, trees, splits, uprooted, stuff that's still green. We did a bunch of work back in 2019 and now we are going to finish up what we started. So first order of business is to take and get the road built. We got to build the road up a little bit, beef it up a little bit, move some totes around. So you're going to see today's video, you're going to watch me push some trees over with the John Deere CT332. We're going to do a few other things, but primarily it's just prep work. Hopefully, I've been known to hit big rocks and sand hills up here, so we'll see. I hit a gravel vein already this morning. I was digging in the hill a little bit to see what was going on. So I'm going to set you up, give you a couple different camera angles. Sorry, the windows are a little bit dirty, but let's get to it and you'll see just exactly what we're doing today. As you can see here, we got a pretty good sized hill. A lot of these trees are going to come out. You can see the grade there. The skid steer's sitting on the grade and we got a lot of dirt to move. So it should be an interesting, fun day. She starts to taper off down here pretty fast, so that's all going to get, we're going to shovel all the big rocks, all the stuff down in the hole. We're going to try to get back as far as those two busted off stubs. That pair of trees is coming out. Hopefully I can get those out with the skid steer. If not, we'll use the cable skidder if we need to, the old can car. But we're going to push all these trees over. So come along for the transformation and hopefully you enjoy the video. Don't forget to hit the like and subscribe button. And here we go. So here, this part of the video and a lot of the video where you see the back of the arm of the skid steer is mounted directly to the front window. So you guys are seeing the same thing I was seeing when I was operating. Sorry about the vibration, that's just part of running a skid steer, I guess. So we piled up a bunch of dirt over on the side here because it was good clean dirt. Thought there was more topsoil in it than it was. Pretty much just primarily sand. We're just trying to make a hole through the middle of it here and get to the edge, and then we can start chewing away at the outside edges. So thanks for watching. And there you can see we found our first rock. Not huge, but still a rock that we can use around camp. We created a pile of those rocks all over the place. We build rock walls, different retaining wall type things with all the rocks that we find around camp. Right here we hit a clay vein, which was a little bit tough to push, and then all of a sudden you hear that scratching, scraping sound, and this is what shows up. Don't try to find some rocks! So underneath that tree, we found a small rock. Took a while to dig it out of the hole, and all we could do was roll it up the hill. Couldn't fit it in the bucket. Couldn't get it moved around. So I rolled it up the hill, and then we thought we'd try a different way to get it moved around. After a little bit of manipulation, we finally got it picked up. It was all the skid steer wanted to get it moved around. You will see later in the video exactly where this rock got placed and what we used all these big boulders for here at Bear Paw. Well, some of you may have asked, well, what do we do with that big rock? There it is. There's another one. Same thing on that side. So what do we do with them? We use them as driveway markers up here at Bear Paw. That big rock, just that we could pick it up with the skid steer, carried it down here, set it in place, and there it is. Of course, we always put the pretty side out of that rock. So there it is. This one we struggled with a bit. The tree was bigger than I thought it was. It was a maple. We dug around it for quite a while. And all of a sudden I could feel it in the machine, but it was all the machine wanted. So here is where we start getting down to the end. You can see there I snubbed the machine out. These beech trees, for whatever reason, they have a very strong taproot. Once they start getting grown together, we have a very hard time getting them out. There you can see I'm stuck on the stump, trying to push it up, trying to pull it out. And we just keep pushing, dig a little bit of dirt, keep pushing, just keep pushing, and eventually we pop them all out. So then all of a sudden you see we get a thunderstorm, and there's the lightning that we caught on the camera. This is that big tree that we pushed over. I grabbed a saw quick, cut it off before it started raining. I got all I can do to move that stump. I'm gonna see if we can roll it down the hill and get it out of our way. And when it started raining, it started coming down. In about 35 minutes, we got just over 1.25 inches of rain, a lot of lightning, and we just kept working, trying to figure out where our low spots were, pushing brush off the edge, to bury. So all the trees that we pushed over, anything that we could save firewood out of, we did so. That will all get piled up in the wood yard and used next year at the Bear Paw Firewood Roundup. Well, ladies and gentlemen, after about 1.5 inches of rain, we finished her up today. You can see behind me here what it looked like before, and there's the end of it. Got a little bit of work to do. We got a small pile of dirt there that we're going to use as these holes sink a little bit. Saved one beautiful oak tree there. Hopefully that'll bush out. Hopefully that bushes out real nicely, and we can use that as a shade tree. The mosquitoes are getting thick. The mosquitoes are getting thick. It's 8 o'clock at night. I'm getting out of here. Thanks for watching. We'll catch you on the next one.